scenario.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Here's the Scenario. I'm one of your hosts, Mike Feeney, being joined with me, as always,
Brendan G-Dog Sagalow.
And we're without one of our hosts, Mike Cannon. He is chasing that paper.
Yeah, he's sold out.
He's selling his soul for some, writing gig.
Yeah. He found his way out of the trenches. He's no longer punk rock. He's now a corporate writer for a TV show, man.
Yeah, but to be fair, it does sound like it's like a very original and like groundbreaking show. So he will
get paid a lot of money.
This is like Breaking Bad, but for comedy. So
sure, yeah. And we got a guest today.
Yeah, so we got a third mic. We got a third mic by getting rid of a different mic, Cannon, and we substituted in with one of our good buddies. I mean, we love him, LA staple, here visiting, and so happy to have him, Jeremiah Watkins, everybody.
Hey, buddies.
I would say America staple.
What a
not just LA.
What a fun difference in energy this is going to be.
Yeah,
because we've taken out, a lovable anger, palpable rage portion of the show, and we're replacing it with a nice, clean-cut boy who doesn't even really curse if he doesn't have to. So the energy is going to be very different.
Oh, we'll get you to curse.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
He's his new character.
I got a feeling for Mike Cannon today.
Yeah.
And New York Jeremiah, he's a little bit different than LA Jeremiah. So don't worry about that, you bitches.
There we go.
You still got
suck my taint. Okay.
Yeah, there you go. Now there we go.
There's just some things that are just you just see how there's some things that work that you just see. So we did two shows this week. We did a show yesterday, and we were doing the show today. And we got Jeremiah coming in, and we got Cannon coming, and we got Bobby coming in. Now, you could have done yesterday in the afternoon, right? No, you couldn't have. So never mind the thing that I was going to say.
So this show is basically a hypothetical what if you...
I really had a point. I'm so sorry.
So
I'm so sorry.
My favorite part of the intro was Brendan looking at me going, what do you think? What do you think of our theme song? And Feeney just going dude, we're about to start the show. Why are you saying this on the mic now?
He knows exactly when the host starts talking.
I like giving him a little bit of a problem, like an obstacle course to jump off.
You're at the wire in a door that trips someone.
I like to make the edit a little harder on the podcast.
Poor Nicole. So this show, again, hypothetical, scenario-based. If you're on our Patreon, patreon.com/scenariopod, you can submit questions. We'll give you preferential treatment. And then if we blow through all of those, well, then guess what, you little silly billies? You can Instagram message us. Here's a scenario pod, and then we'll get to those if and when we feel like it. So let's get to these questions. First and foremost, this comes from Brandon. What's the biggest animal you think you could fight and win barehanded?
Now,
love this.
I've said it before.
Okay.
And I'll say it again.
Keep doing it.
I think I can fuck an eagle up.
An eagle?
An eagle. I know they're huge, dude.
Dude, the wingspan is like the size of this table.
Yes, but they have wings.
And they have razor-sharp talons.
Yeah. Sure, the talons would be hard. You're getting cut up. I'm not saying I wouldn't be getting cut up.
They might slice an artery. Oh.
you got so scared.
You felt the artery get cut. Oh, no.
My imagination is so good that actually affected
Don't
me.
forget the sharp beak of
They have a sharp...
He thought you said Arby's, and he went,
no, I don't care about the beak. I'll punch that fucking beak in the face.
Wow, look
at that.
Yeah,
dude,
that made our point, not yours.
No freaking
6.7
point, not yours.
Everybody goes, yes.
No, I have my own point in my head over here. Look,
so right now it's the size of a chair. It's this chair. Well, before it even gets aggressive.
That chair up. I'm not getting my ass kicked by something with wings. Okay, it can't even fucking grab me, dude.
Yes, it can with the talons.
Well, yeah, it might grab me with the talons and go like this,
and then
but I'm punching it. Oh yeah. I really think I could put up a good fight, and maybe I'd lose. I'm humble enough to say that, but I think I can fucking eagle up. You know, it's so I did the answer the internet thing, and they were like, "How many eagles could you take?" And I was like, "I could take like 60 eagles." And I looked at the YouTube comments, and they were all like, "Fuck this guy! He has no idea.
He's never fought an eagle in his life.
This kid couldn't even touch an eagle. He wouldn't even
touch a baby.
He couldn't even get close."
That's great. Yeah, I don't think I could. I mean, an eagle, if it was like nesting and I surprise attacked it.
Is there a video on YouTube of somebody fighting an eagle?
There's
Because
definitely an eagle attacking a person.
I've been carrying this for too long. I can't not know. I need to see someone.
While Nicole looks that up, Jeremiah, what do you think you could fight and win?
A Komodo dragon.
Wow,
Oh,
that's
yeah,
also a
of course.
giant. That's a giant thing.
Yeah, its mobility is pretty weak though.
It's limited, yeah. But it's the tongue.
I'm doing
dude.
flying elbows on this thing.
And they have sharp nails too.
If you get underneath them, yeah, but they can't. I don't think that they can leap up too well. I think they're mainly ground bound.
They're
I thought
so
they could.
slow.
I thought they would have anchored on the ground, but I thought they could at least kind of like, they do that kind of a thing. You don't think so?
No, but I do think that if they get your ankle, if they have
you're
you're
done.
fucked. You're fucked.
You're
Because
done.
then it starts. It's like an alligator. It starts
Wrestling,
yeah.
going like this and you just it'll twist your ankle right off.
Oh no.
But realistically, probably a mid-sized dog.
They're mid-sized. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
A 70-pound, or that's too big. 60.
I could take a 60-pound dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
a King Cavalier or whatever the fuck. A Charles Cavalier.
Those
what are those?
Tinies. Those are toy.
Those are
poodles.
tiny?
Yeah, those are very-
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So what are we talking about here? Like
I could take
My
a
dog plus
basset
20
hound.
pounds. Yeah.
I honestly think I could, except for maybe what are those like junkyard dogs?
Rottweilers.
Rottweiler.
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
those are
You think you could take a Rottweiler?
No.
Oh yeah.
I was saying I think I
their
can take.
jaw strength. You ever see that thing where they can bite a stick
Yes.
and you can pick it off the ground and they're just holding their whole body is held up by their jaw
A
strength.
lot of dogs can do that though. Like my Shih Tzus were able to do that. I'd have like little toys and they'd be holding onto it, and I could lift them up.
That's so different.
Why is that different?
I don't even know how to start. I don't even know where to begin with how to explain the difference
Why?
between
Because
what Feeney
the
just
stick?
said and what you just said.
Why? Because of the stick?
It's so entirely different. A chew toy versus like actual jaw strength of metal, he's saying, that's clamping onto something. Of course, a chew toy that's rubbery and loose inside somebody's jaw. You and I could hang from a chew toy that Feeney was holding up.
I love the little spark from Jeremiah. Yeah,
It's true. People get on this show and they just rip me up.
Well, you say things that need to be ripped up. Now, I think I could. Now it'd have to be a
Okay.
very small body of water, because if it's too deep, I lose all. Maybe in like a shallow pool. I think I could kill a dolphin.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Dolphin is big, by the way. Also, probably about the size.
They're
of this
very
table.
slippery though.
They're slippery, but I think they.
How
don't-
would you kill it with your bare hands though?
You need it with your bare.
It's gonna be first. I'm going into the blowhole. I'm just plugging that up with one hand, and then I'm just punching until it suffers internal bleeding
Okay.
to a level. I'm not even touching the mouth, nose, because it does have little sharp teeth. But other than that, it's just like,
Yeah.
what is it gonna do? Slap me around?
Right.
You know?
It's gonna be wiggling.
It's
gonna
very
be hard
strong,
to
though.
hold.
It could
They're
rape
very
you.
strong.
It could rape
It
you.
could
though.
rape me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rape
You know
me
they do that.
underwater.
They
They
do
do
that.
rape.
Yeah.
They're prone to rape, and I would not like that to happen.
No.
Hence the shallow pool. But I do think I could, like you said, little elbow drop action. I'm picturing little like Jim Carrey in When Nature Calls.
Oh yeah.
You know, with the alligator, but this would be with a dolphin.
It is funny when those posters and stuff, like when it became known news or whatever that dolphins, I almost said dolphins rape people, and they're like, and what's also so messed up about it is that dolphins are one of the only species that have sex for fun. So they're raping you for fun, but it's in the dolphin world, they don't know what rape is. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like they don't
know what a good
they're-
time
They're
is.
raping. Like no dolphin is like, hey, how you what where are you from? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know where you are? It's no-
Shouldn't have worn that tonight.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
There is no
There's no ill will, you're saying?
Yeah.
There's no malice.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There's no malice.
Yeah, there's
with it.
no dolphin with a chain wallet swimming up all aggressively.
Yeah, dude, I'm just, I'm persistent. I'm not a rapist. I'm just a persistent dolphin. She says no a couple times, but I know what she means.
Every time you go to SeaWorld, you have pepper spray on you. You're like, not today, dolphin.
Yeah. Nicole, did you find any eagle attacking a person?
Really just attacking children, which I feel like is not the move, but
No.
Throw it up.
No, it's
Have
not.
it, like,
That's the
attacking.
equivalent to Sagalow. Let's roll it.
Yeah. Yes, exactly.
we have it like attacking large animals like deer and coyotes.
I'll
I'll watch
attack
that.
a
I'll
deer
watch that.
because
Yeah.
Brendan
What's the
is not as strong as a deer.
is there eagle versus warthog?
No, but look at
Could
this.
we? I'm sure there is, dude. Don't
Look
say
at this.
no.
Look at this deer.
Well, that's the problem. The deer was
My-
running.
Look how,
my
dude.
goodness,
Boy.
dude.
It is.
Oh boy, I love the
Oh, boy.
wildlife bubbles around.
Dude,
Jeez.
that is
Ooh.
crazy. And he's attacking. Is that a coyote?
That's a goat.
Oh
That's a
no,
Oh.
poor thing.
Oh, he's bleeding.
Oh, yeah, it's
so
got- it's got
bad.
the talons stuck
really
in.
just disrupting that goat.
He's gushing.
I mean, if I was that goat, I would be like, at least kill me.
Whoa.
Stop being on my back and eating me.
Dude, that is crazy. Eating. I did not think
Look
they
at this
could
guy.
eat a deer.
He's coming in to save the day. This man wobbly.
Oh my God.
Well, the deer's fucking the eagle up. Oh.
No, not at all.
Ooh.
Honestly,
I mean, look at it
even with
dive bombing,
Dude,
dude.
even with that.
Dude, Sagalow.
The
if
problem
an
is
eagle,
they're running away. I mean,
Dude, if
deer
an
is no-
eagle from a football field away was coming towards you and dive bombing you, you would not stand
Yes,
there
I
and
would.
go, I'm going to take one
Yes,
shot
I
at
would.
it. It would go,
Yes.
and just, you would go, ooh.
Yes, I would. I would.
You're serious?
Yes, I would. That's me.
Look at that.
That's me falling off the mountain. That it.
Wait, what? What
You
happened?
have to watch that again because it literally just like threw a goat off the mountain.
Yeah, this is me at Disney World fighting it.
Oh my God.
fuck you.
No.
See, now that's
Okay.
just bullshit.
Who had their camera perfectly
Ready.
following that goat? That's like
Whatever
There's-
David Attenborough bullshit.
There's
that
another
was.
goat hanging upside down trying to hold on to its paw before a child
Yeah,
goes, no. All right, so that's it. We're going to all fight various animals. Hans von Schmitteldorf, what would you rather give up for 3 years? Using a cell phone or driving a vehicle? Bicycles are allowed, but can't be electric. And you could still use landline phones.
Driving a vehicle. Easy
Wow.
peas. That's easy peas.
And that you can't get in an Uber either.
Says who?
This.
It says you can't
You
get
can
in an
you
Uber.
could use a bicycle.
But you can't get in an Uber?
Yeah, it says no vehicles. You can get in a bicycle. You want to drive? What if you got a road gig?
I just won't have a road gig for 3 years, and trust me, that ain't that far off. so I'll
Come
I'll
see
just
me
be like-
on the local.
yeah, I'll be making New York jokes about the M train.
I think I would love the idea of giving up a cell phone for 3
Same.
years. That would be
if I
what
had
a
an
relief.
excuse, oh my goodness.
And then to be able to be like, I can still use a landline, so if I need to get in touch with somebody, I can call them. But it's like,
Mhm.
to be off the grid. We've none of us have been off the grid like that as an adult. We only had our childhood, which
Yeah.
we look back on it like this is so. What was that? We just look at it as
I just
such
like, by
as a
accident.
pure, like I look back on parts of my childhood, being like, man, this was like a pure fun, kid. And I don't know if a part of that is, that's what being a kid is like,
Yeah.
or if part of that's like we weren't tethered to our phones. I wonder if we had our cell phones when we were kids, if our childhoods would have been a little bit worse.
Yeah, somebody gave me a book on my stop in St. Louis earlier in the week, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna be one of those people. I'm gonna try to read on the subway, dude. It's been awesome. to
Yeah.
Oh,
not
really?
Look at my freaking phone, even if it's for 10 minutes in between stops.
You don't
It's-
find it too jostling?
No,
Every
no,
time
no.
I'm trying to read, it's like,
Well, I mean, if you're standing, I'm
yeah.
I'm not,
Either
I'm not,
way.
like not holding onto a pole, like
Yeah.
whoa.
You just
Yeah.
you just have a split stance so you can try to balance.
Yeah. No, I've been sitting down and
Also,
and just reading.
Isn't that a fun? Like I don't know. I am a person who also it's like it takes. I rarely ever read.
Same.
I'll read like a book a year if that. But also someone that gives a gift as a book. You're like, you just gifted me a incredible amount of responsibility.
Homework assignment.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
here's something for the next 20 hours for you to do, and you're like, God damn, all right.
Not even. I'm not even reading it. It's literally just here's something to go with the other things you don't read.
Yeah.
It's literally just something to put in a shelf.
Right.
You go, hey, look at that.
Yeah, and the Brendan's book
Talking
is
point.
How to Get Road Work. He's like, I'll never read.
The book is How to Read for Dummies. Like, I'll get to that. How to get to reading.
Yeah. But I do think, that probably feels great then, right?
Yeah,
On the
no,
subway.
even and it's like very small amounts of being unplugged, but just like I'm like,
Sure.
Dude,
feels good.
It's terrifying when you leave and if you're on the N train and going from 59th Street in Manhattan to Queensboro Plaza, and then the second you get out of the tunnel and get cell phone service, the entire train all takes out their phones.
Yeah.
That's scary.
And
Look,
all looks for like an entire train full of
everyone's
people
so
look for the
addicted.
dopamine hit. It is
Yeah.
it's sad. It's a
They're
sad
all
state of
so
affairs.
addicted to it. You know what I mean? I do have to charge my phone, though, so I don't. Here you go. But here's the thing.
I think that was more of an off podcast.
Yeah, that was you could just keep doing
Yeah, you
the
can
podcast.
keep talking
I
while
thought it was
you're
a bit.
charging your
No,
phone.
people like that. I would say no. Look here. The truth is the vehicle thing. Unfortunately, yes, it's nice to be able to to not have your phone for a little bit, but what if there's a problem with your family? What if then Erica has to be like, okay, I hope he's near this payphone by McDougal.
How do you think it always had
Operator.
history before 1990?
Sure, but we don't live in that world anymore. Okay, that's not the world anymore. You can't be that guy. What are you smiling about?
Because you don't know what you're saying.
I
You're
do
just
know what
saying
I'm
See if
talking
you're gonna
points.
pull this out or not.
Yeah,
I do know what
we
I'm
don't live in
saying.
that world anymore.
I do
You're
know what
talking
I'm
in
saying.
platitudes.
It'd be so much easier, and I'll tell you why. Because you can ride a bike home and listen to a podcast. You
Oh, yeah?
can't.
Ride a bike home in March in the middle of snowy, wintry mix
Oh, I'm not saying it would
over
be
a
pleasant,
bridge.
but it's better than not having a phone. I mean, how are you going to check your email or play Candy Crush?
Now, here's another part of this.
Okay.
I think you can have an iPad with an email. because it says no cell phone. So maybe if you not have no cellular service, now you have something to have an
iPad or a laptop on you.
Yeah, there you go. Boom.
Oh yeah,
Free Wi-Fi is free Wi-Fi everywhere.
the student has became the teacher in this way.
Dude, that expression doesn't work here.
Apples to oranges, you know what I mean?
Apples
funny.
to oranges? I understand why Cannon gets upset with that.
It's so funny to see
There you go.
how Cannon would have reacted versus how you're reacting, because
What?
you're both calling him out in the same place as
That's
you
what
would
you
each
do.
do it, but you're handling it very different. You're just doing it from a place of awe and
That's what Canada.
bewilderment.
You go. Unbelievable.
This kid is unreal.
Yeah. Just a wordy insult. What was this guy dropped in a lava when he was 12 years old by
After
his
watching-
mom's grandma?
After watching Save the Last Dance. Makes a lot of 90s rom-com references. Boy, oh boy, is he going to be pissed when he hears that. That whole run, it's going to be multiple separate phone calls.
Yeah,
for each
I
of us.
quit.
Yeah, I quit the show. Nicole, you laughed. You're dead.
Yeah, you're dead to me.
Next question from Frank Guido.
Hey.
I love this question. If you had a radio station in Grand Theft Auto, what would the genre or theme be?
Wow. So,
If you-
question aside, I think I just heard that Red Band was trying to do that for the new
yeah, he
Grand Theft
released
Auto.
a tweet that it wasn't for the new one. He put it out. He sent an email in 2011 when he was producing
Oh.
Rogan, being like, "Hey, Rockstar, we should
Oh wow,
do a Joe Rogan radio station on the thing." And Joe Rogan had no idea
that would have been
he
so
did it.
smart.
He
It would
reached
have
out-
been huge.
It would have been all. It was
Yeah.
a great idea. It was also hilarious though because he was after the fact now putting it out all these years, 11 years later, being like, look at this. I was just trying to hustle. But it is also funny because
Imagine if he got fired for that.
I was going to say, he was doing it without Joe's consent at all. So, like, if Joe had agreed, like, if they had been like, yeah, let's do it, he would have had to be like, so signed us up for a thing.
So I guess it's a deal.
Yeah.
What does it pay? It's more of an exposure.
Yeah. Have you ever? You have to have an Xbox?
Yeah. So
Okay.
I think. So for anyone not familiar, with Grand Theft Auto, they have radio. Like they have maybe the best. Like any car you go into, they have multiple radio stations. Everything from
JB Smoove has
talk radio.
Does he really?
Yeah. And he has one, I think, in every game. I remember specifically in the New York one where he's like, he played a character. It was really funny. He'd have like people on. I'm trying to like
talk radio.
find my way into an impression of it.
Go ahead.
Oh, hey, what's up, everybody? Jesus Christ. I did a really good one the other day. This is JB Smoove. Hey, what's up? What's up, Larry?
You got long balls, Larry. You got long balls.
That's good.
Who the fuck you talking to?
And now you go.
I'm good.
I don't care for that.
I know my lane of impression. And I
Jeremiah has zero like fear of failure when doing impressions.
Yeah.
That one is like
that one.
I'll stay away
Yeah.
from that one.
I love JB Smoove though.
Me too.
Yeah.
What's your favorite bit? I'm going to drink him in
Yeah.
I'm going to drink him in That's a good one.
I think
That's a good impression of me.
Yeah.
so they have different radio stations. They have a lot of talk shows. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Brendan was looking around like, where is that?
Oh my
voice coming
God.
from?
There was a sound that just happened that was like a mix between you doing that and then you talking that made this like did anybody else hear that? Nicole.
Did not hear it.
All right. I'm having a stroke then.
So what would your radio station be?
It would be called Sag Daddy Da Pod, and it would be me just riffing with my comic friends. You know what I mean? Just no holds barred, kind of like whatever goes. Anti-PC.
Put your hands down.
Look, anti-PC, and just no cringe. You know what I mean? No cringe at all. And
That was my hard swallow. I just I don't know, man. You get going, and then you just
a little hamster on a wheel, man.
Yeah. You're the hamster that gets immediately tripped and it just spinning
I'm in
with
a
the
ball
wheel.
going down the
Yeah.
stairs.
Yeah.
It still counts as rotations as laps for exercise.
That one that Laszlo always had was always the funniest one. I felt like that was like a recurring.
Laszlo had one on the
No,
radio
yeah.
personality.
Yeah, the one from like that was all the Grand Theft Autos. It
Yeah.
was like a constant.
He's like a character in that.
Yeah.
You actually have a mission
run-in
where
with
you
him.
like save
beat
him
him
or
up or
something or
something.
beat him up.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Save him or kill him.
He used to do morning radio in Kansas City.
Oh.
Really?
I think if we're talking the same Laszlo.
I don't know
Laszlo's
any
could
other
there
Laszlo.
be?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the thing.
Nicole, look it up. See if Laszlo's.
Oh,
the
I'm
same
thinking
Laszlo from the
Lizzo.
Laszlo.
Is this him?
No. Laszlo.
Yeah.
Oh no, but
But is that Laszlo from St. Louis or Kansas City? What'd you say?
Yeah, no, this doesn't seem right.
I think it's probably the same Laszlo.
Maybe.
Is he an insecure, vain, pathetic, ill-mannered, whiny, creepy, and perverted weakling?
Is that what it says?
I guess
Dude, that's
this
so
is
funny.
the guy.
Last time I met him, he was a.
He's not ill-mannered.
Yeah.
But like, dude, yeah, on the Laszlo show on Grand Theft Auto, they had a lot of dudes from like O&A on it. They even had Opie and Anthony on the Laszlo show for a little bit. Bill Burr did it, I think. E-Rock was on it for a little bit.
Wow.
I don't know. I guess I think the only ones that, if you're not going to be blasting music, I think the only radio stations I ever listened to on Grand Theft Auto are the funny ones. So it's got to be just something funny.
Yeah.
You can't have like a podcast conversation. You know what I mean? Like I wouldn't want to listen to Joe Rogan interviewing a guest while driving 130 down the opposite highway with a rocket launcher.
It's got to be quick.
I would want exclusively Enya as a station. So like while you're lighting people up, it's like really calming music.
This motherfucker.
Yeah, that's great.
It's pretty good. I like that. I would like to have a station where I'm just like relaying and lamenting, and then every once in a while, like Christmas jazz would come on. So I'd be like, of course, this fucking guy gets the Tonight Show, and I'm over here.
Have a holiday. Wow.
That's fucking great. You are
that.
the king of impressions.
Oh man.
Lady Silver, if you had to, per law, carry around a lucky charm of your choosing, what would you pick to carry in your pocket every day? Now, I'll say this. When I was a kid, I did used to always carry a $2 bill in the wallet.
Oh,
I was
that's
one
what
of
you were
those
gonna
kids
say.
still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
$2 bill in the wallet. If I had a $2 bill, it would be like on my fridge. My family put those things on the fridge.
The fridge.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I used to carry around like I used to carry around shit for that exact, like little luck charms, and they were always different. Like one of them was like this big coin from the Pirates of the Caribbean ride at Disney World, so I can go like but I'd always fuck that up. I'd like throw it on the ground or whatever. One time I used to carry around crystals, and I used
You were
to carry
a crystal guy?
well,
Whoa.
specifically, I carried around rose quartz because my friend told me it would help me get women.
You're so layered, man.
You're like an onion. The more you peel, the more it
I'm
sticks.
And I'm shaped like one too.
Hey.
Hey.
Hello.
Yeah, so I'd carry around rose quartz, little pink rock.
Huh.
I used to have also like it's not even like a luck charm thing, but like I found I forgot where we were. Maybe it was like Hawaii or something, but we were on like a tropical beach somewhere, and I found just like a rock that was like a black rock that was like it had a perfect almost like thumbprint. Like you could hold it. It's like probably was like this big, and it was almost like thumbprint thing. And you could just hold it in your hand and just kind of like rub it. It was almost like a soothing,
Oh, that's
like
awesome.
a very smooth, like a good soothing kind of a rock. That'd be a
Yeah.
good thing to just kind of. It's almost like a fidget spinner, but it's just kind of like a relaxing, almost like a anti-stress ball of just kind of smoothing this little rock back and forth.
Yeah.
I like that.
Like an anti-anxiety. They make those
Yeah.
little anti-anxiety like boxes. There's ones where you go and then you flip it over.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, my wife,
good.
she's like a social and emotional learning specialist, and at the school that she's at, they have these fidget thing. They're not fidget spinners, but they pop. They're these toys that pop like bubbles that are rubber inside and
Yes,
outside. You know what I
yeah.
mean?
Oh
So
yeah, I
you
know
just
those
go
things.
back and
yeah.
forth. Yeah.
They look like it's funny that those are the only thing that thing does is that it's made for anxiety because it looks like a kitchen utensil.
It does,
It looks
and
like something you'd
Like a measuring thing or
yeah,
something.
exactly. It's so weird.
But they're kind of fun.
That's
Are
what you
they?
carry around with you? Your luck charm?
No, so I have a luck charm at home. I'm a big turtle guy, so I've got turtles around my place, little ones, not like gnomes and gardens and stuff like that. But I've got this one little metal turtle that I rub for good luck, and I sing to it,
Oh yeah?
and I go, "Lucky turtle, bring me luck. Lucky turtle, bring me luck. Lucky turtle, bring me luck. Lucky turtle, bring me
Oh my
luck."
god, it's so long.
He's like, I have to
Yeah.
do that
Such a
4
long
times,
song.
otherwise
Yeah.
the house explodes.
It became like an ongoing joke
Yeah.
between my wife and I, where I'll do it like I'm like, I need some good luck, and then I'll start singing. the
Yeah,
song.
yeah.
And-
Where's my turtle?
yeah, where's my lucky?
Do you have any
turtle?
actual turtles?
I used to growing up.
Now,
Whoa.
that was the first pets that Erica and my wife, got when we were still in college. It was our senior year. We went into Manhattan. We went down to like Chinatown. Erica was like, "Oh my god!" They were like these little tiny. They
Little
were red-eared
babies.
sliders, absolutely, fully, 100% illegal to be selling them that little.
Oh, for sure.
And they were only like this big, and we were like, "Let's get 2." They're so Erica was like, "Let's
Oh
get
my
it."
God.
And I'm not a I'm not a reptile guy. I'm not a fish guy. So I was like, this seems like it's going to be like, full expense.
Smelly.
And she was like, oh, but they're so little. And, then we had to go to Petco and we got back up to college and we got just absolutely screamed at by Petco for being like, this is illegal. What you have, you're not allowed to have them. This is super illegal. You can't. And we're like, they just sold it. How would we know that?
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
And so they like begrudgingly sold us all this info. And then when we got to our first apartment, like, I don't know, 7 or 8 months later, they were each like this big and they were monsters. And the apartment stunk.
So know what's interesting about those turtles is how big was the terrarium that you got?
It was probably like,
Yeah, that's huge.
yeah.
Okay, so they only grow to the size of the terrarium that you put them in. So had you gotten them a very small terrarium,
Like veal. I should have put them in a little tiny thing.
they would have only grown like 4 inches.
Dude.
But you got a huge one, so they literally grow to the size of their surroundings.
That's
so what if
Yeah.
you never got a terrarium and you just put like a fountain near your backyard?
And
or
then they'd
something
be
and
like
you
a
just
tortoise.
let
They'd be
it-
like
yeah,
a
would
sub-
they
No,
be
they get
huge?
really big.
Dude, they
get
were
really
so
my
they were so
God.
big, and then we had this like little floating like styrofoam islands that they had, and they would like aggressively bite it, and they weren't like turtles that you could like take out and play and pet. They were like aggressive, and it was terrible. And it got to the point where like this smells.
Oh no,
This
the
sucks.
Turtle pee is horrible.
Yeah, and it was right when you opened the door. So like the second you came home, it was like, hey, and to
My
try
God.
to, and turtles have like so much disease on them. So even when you're cleaning it, it's like you have to like disinfect everything. And so I was like, this sucks. We got to get rid of these turtles. So we went to the Petco in Union Square, which is like a nice, and they take a lot of animals. And I go, we have these 2 red-eared sliders. We can no longer care for these animals. It's the first time I've ever done this with a pet. I go, we can no longer care for these animals. We need to give you these turtles.
Yeah.
And they go, we can't.
Yeah.
We can't take these.
It's like
These are-
giving
these
Nazi
are-
memorabilia to a museum.
they're like this. Well, that they would want
No, they wouldn't.
a museum.
It's illegal.
A museum?
Yeah.
Why?
It's illegal you have to get rid of it. You have to like burn it or some shit.
Really?
Yeah.
How did Segura buy it then?
Maybe he's lying.
Oh.
Also, I don't know. How did you get illegal turtles?
What?
I don't know. How did he get that? And how did you get turtles? You
What
know
he's
I mean?
trying to say is Nazi memorabilia is the same as illegal turtles.
Yeah, that's
That's what
the
he's trying
connection
to
I
get
was
across.
confused by.
Yes. That's why you named your turtles Goebbels and Gerbly or
It
whatever.
was
the fuck
Psycho
it
and
is.
Sid. But
Psycho.
Psycho Sid, like the wrestler. But they were
well.
both psychotic. Yeah,
Okay.
see, that's how big they started, and that's
Yeah.
literally. I mean, that might
Jeez
as well have been our
Louise.
turtles because that's how big
Yeah.
they got, and they would just aggressively buy. So I go to the Petco, and I go, we
Holy
can't take
shit.
these anymore. You got to take them from us. And they go, we can't take them. And I was so not prepared for that response because everything I read said that they would gladly take it, and I was already there. So I'm like, okay, well, here's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
I'm like, you're going to take these turtles, or I'm going to Central Park and I'm going to put them in the lake at Central Park because there's like apparently like red-eared sliders in Central Park, and they're like, Central Park's like, whatever you do, stop putting turtles in they're like killing all the ecosystem. It's a nightmare.
Oh,
Do
wow.
not put red-eared sliders. And I just
Yeah.
threatened to put them in there, and they took the turtles.
Oh, well, there you
so
go.
They took them.
I think the moral of that story is turtles fucking blow, dude.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Unless they're the lucky turtle.
Unless they're lucky.
But
Thank
the lucky
you.
one you have,
Thank
is like that size, right? The little
Oh,
one.
dude, it's even smaller. It's this little metal thing
Yeah,
that
because
could
he
fit
kept
in
it
a pocket. Yeah.
Small metal terrarium.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what can't fit in a little terrarium is all of these 5-star reviews we got. Thank you very much for leaving them. Continue leaving them. Tell your friends about the show. That's all we ask you to do. Word of mouth is how we grow. And again, you can check us out on the Patreon, patreon.com/scenariopod. We put up an additional episode every single week called Blunts with the Boys, where it's no format. We just kind of chop it up, talk the shit. You also get blogs and vlogs and early access to all other content. How many hours of content do we have up there, Nicole?
I don't know, but there's like 1,000-something posts at this point.
Yeah, so I mean, we're talking
Whoa.
like 300 or 400 hours. You can get on there as little as $3 a month. Get on there and get to getting it, and support our guest, Jeremiah Watkins. Where can people find you? Where can people see you?
You can follow me on social media at Jeremiah Standup. I'm a fun follow. YouTube.com/Jeremiah Watkins. I've got my series Stand Up on the Spot on there, which our pal Mike Feeney's done, and
So much fun.
Brendan Sagalow will do in the future.
Yay.
And Scissor Bros podcast and Jeremiah Wonders. A lot of good stuff going on.
I like to see what you guys do. Every time, it's always a fun clip clip with Scissor Bros where you guys are like,
Yeah.
even if you guys are just throwing craft singles.
Yeah, I saw that. That was great.
Yeah.
It's very fun.
Very silly.
You could also
And Nicole, you go get to your plugs, but Nicole, I do feel like we should have. I do feel like there should be some plug music. It does
she
feel
does.
quiet.
She puts music in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So follow me at Brendan Sagalow on everything. BrendanSagalow.com for road stuff. I got nothing coming up right now, but I am running my hour monthly at the New York Comedy Club. I don't know if New York Comedy Club knows it's monthly, but I'm just going to keep saying it, and I've made posters that say it is monthly. So we're falling into this. And this month, I'm doing it November 28th. Let me just check that real quick. 28th at 7 o'clock.
So next week?
In 2 weeks. Oh, yeah, next week. And the hour is coming along very nicely. I love it. I love it so far. And so support me in that way. And YouTube. We got a blog coming out. That's already, I mean, the blog was on the Patreon. Now it's going to be public. It should already be there. I love you very much. And support the Patreon. Tell your friends.
Twitch.tv/NY Freshmaker. I'm also streaming now on YouTube as well. Doing a simultaneous stream on that. Gonna be streaming a ton of new stuff because the new Warzone just came out. I just got Miles Morales, the Spider-Man game for it, and playing a bunch of other stuff. So YouTube.com/Mike Feeney Comedy. Watch the special Rage Against 13. You already know it. Dates. I'm staying local because of that whole new baby thing I got going on. But January, I'm back on the road immediately. Starting January 2nd, I'll be at the Comedy Cellar, Vegas from January 2nd through the 9th. I also will be at Helium in Indianapolis on January 15th. So I'm going out there for a private gig early, and then I'm going to do that Helium. So let's sell that puppy out. Please go buy tickets right now. MikeFeeneyComedy.com for dates. And I got a bunch more very fun things coming in the works, guys. Very fun things. Can't fully discuss yet, but just know a lot of stuff happening behind the curtain here. And Nicole, where can people find you?
My Instagram is Nicole C. Lyons.
Hell yeah.
That's that.
All right. Let's go to another question.
Alex?
I'm feeling answery.
Alex the Truck, how would you survive 1 year in prison, assuming 3 random inmates want you dead?
Prison, huh? Well,
Brendan's going gay immediately.
yeah, I mean, I'll do whatever it
Immediately.
takes.
Yeah, I could see you wearing like the little makeup and that stuff like
From
you
the,
know, like the prison
The
makeup.
shower cap.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
What movie did they do that in? The remake
Longest
of
Yard?
The Longest Yard?
Yeah.
What I'm really doing, I don't think I could go gay, but it really depends on whoever's like demanding.
You're not trying hard
of
enough,
my
kid.
boy.
Yeah.
Whoever
With
in
enough
there-
gumption, any of us can do it.
is gumption what I put in my butthole to lube it up. I'm lubing it up with some gumption. I would go gay in prison. Depending on whoever is making me do it. I mean, if it's somebody that I feel like I could step to and earn some cred in the Aryan gang that I'm in, because you have to join a gang. You have to.
Oh.
I don't want to.
But the
I don't want
Aryan
to.
one's your choice.
Well, which one am I going to pick? The fatties? You know?
They're-
If there is a fat gang in prison that is like, you're one of us.
All they
come with
do,
us.
all they do is like, you gonna eat that?
yeah.
Yeah. Then I
They have a
would
big
join that.
cornbread contingency. They've stockpiled a ton.
But I will say to both of you, put your fucking eyebrows down, because if you were in prison, you would be joining the Aryan gang, because they would.
Are you choosing them, or are they choosing?
They're choosing you. The minute you come in, I watch
Now,
a lot
what-
of prison TikToks and stuff. The minute you go in, somebody comes over and they're like, "You're with us."
Well, what if they go, "You're with us," but you have to get a swastika tattoo on your neck?
You do it.
Really?
You do it, and then get it removed in when you get out.
Huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think they would ask you to put it on your neck, though, but they might ask you to put it on your body.
They're not gonna be like, put it in a highly coverable place.
All of these TikToks that I watch, they all talk about that shit, and they're like, you know.
Here's what I would like
It's-
to do,
it's-
though.
There was a guy who said, sorry, and I'll let you go, but there was a guy who said when he got to prison, they were like, okay, you can do schoolwork and get paid and stuff like that, and like actually work towards something. But then everybody in the prison gangs would think that you're a fucking bitch because you're not like, dude. I thought my plan when I go to prison is like to just keep to myself, read my books, but apparently people will think you're a fucking bitch for that, and they'll fuck you up.
That's
So
fine.
you have to join
I'll
gang.
I'll be the quiet bitch guy.
They'll beat the shit
Here's
out
my
of you.
thing. I'm gonna stay in my room as much as I possibly can, and then when they only make me go out for showering and for food, that's when it's gonna be a quick.
Do you know how
gonna be a
small
quick
these
buck.
rooms are? And do you know how long you are in the room? Soon as that door opens, you want out, dude. You want to like walk around, stretch your leg.
Yeah, but not if I know 3 people are actively trying to kill me. Then
Yeah.
I'm pretty good with being in my safe space where I can see all 4 walls.
I assure you, your room in prison is not a safe space. It's actually probably less safe for you because they can go in, they'll fuck you up, and they'll leave you in there, and no one will see
Then
you.
you bleed out.
And then you'll bleed out. You got to watch 60 Days In, dude. It's crazy.
I would gain respect through the basketball court.
Oh, white boy knows what he's doing.
Also, like American History X.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. I'd just get good. I'd do push-ups and whatever. I already said my thing. Basketball, huh?
Yeah, man.
Are you good at basketball?
For a comedian.
I think I would earn respect through shitting on people. That's what I would do. I'd become almost like a roast comic, but for prison people. And I would, instead of punching the biggest person, I would insult the biggest person.
What if
They'd be like, this motherfucker's crazy. Doesn't he know that that's Killer Carl or whatever the fuck?
What if they shank you immediately for...
Well, then they go, homie died doing what he loved.
Yeah. I'm gonna write some good. I've been shanked material just in case.
Yeah.
So if I'm dying, I'm like, oh, this feels like when my uncle.
I'm bleeding out faster than your wife on a period. Just still roasting while you're dying.
This wound looks uglier than your daughter's face.
That shiv is smaller. It's bigger than your dick.
I said, strangle me, not make me come.
Yeah. Was that a fly that stabbed me? Like, oh, it's all going cold. Ethan Skull Fox, here's a scenario. Your favorite TV show is now real life. You've been morphed into the body of one of the characters. What show are you in, and what role are you living out?
Any show.
What's your favorite show?
Well, it'd probably be like some of my favorite shows are like, some of the classics like Game of Thrones, Sopranos,
Breaking
stuff
Bad.
Like that. I never watched Breaking Bad. Never seen
Gotta
it.
get on that.
Yeah.
Is there, I think you guys are overthinking this. Is there a better person to be in the history of TV shows than Bart Simpson?
Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
you're living your best life. You're a kid. You're like mischievous. You're also cool because you're skateboarding. Like he's not like the coolest kid in the school, but he's not a dork.
No.
You know, you just have to deal with the occasional strangulation from your father. But those are issues.
I
that
mean,
will
there
resolve in time.
literally is nothing more that I can relate to than the episode with the spelling bee when Bart goes up and they're like, spell imperial. And he's like, I-M-P. And then Nelson goes, ha ha, Bart said he's P. And everybody laughs and he goes, well, I got my laugh. I'm out of here.
And he leaves.
Just walks out.
Yeah. I thought you were going to say you can't relate more because he couldn't spell the word.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. But also Bart's future does not look too good. But you are 8 years old forever. In that sense.
Yeah.
But every time it goes to the future, it's like, blee.
He's got that rat's tail.
Yeah, the rat tail, all that shit.
That's what I would say. But what about you, Sagalow?
My favorite character in it, I don't know. All my favorite characters in my favorite shows are completely stressed out all the time. Like Jesse Pinkman, stressed out all the time.
That guy is nothing but trauma.
Tony Soprano, stressed out all the time.
What's yours?
Michelangelo from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Now life's a party.
Yeah, exactly.
Of
That's
course.
not bad.
Yeah.
Not bad.
That is a good one. I'm trying to think.
Fighting
of
crime with your
brother.
brothers. Maybe hooking up with April O'Neil. We don't know.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
Even like Peter Griffin is great. You got a hot wife. You got a great family. You got a sassy dog. You got a job at a brewery.
Yeah, but you are a fucking idiot. You're like,
So what? But he
much
doesn't
of
know he's
idiot.
an idiot.
Yeah, he's unaware.
It's ignorance is bliss.
Oh, yeah. And then there's episodes where he gets smart and stuff. And handsome, I guess. So you got anything? I'm trying to think of a really, really good one. Maybe what's her name from Veep. That'd be
Louis
Julia Louis-Dreyfus.
She's
yeah.
also wildly stressed and unhappy. She's Have you finished the series?
Not yet.
Oh,
We moved away because it was getting kind of like repetitive. You know how that shit, when you're like binging something and you're like, I'm not even really paying attention to this anymore.
Yeah, I'd revisit and finish that series because it takes a crazy turn.
Yeah. I mean, there's got to be something to the fact that all my favorite characters are always so upset and stressed out.
Yeah.
But I would be Tony Soprano. I think that would be very cool.
You know who else would be fun to be is I forget his name, Job from Arrested Development.
Yeah.
Again, just I like the little fun idiots, you know?
Buzz.
Yeah. All right, Tanya, what's a weird, vivid early memory you're not sure was real or dreamed? Oh, that's such a good one.
Wow.
And I can think of one if you guys don't have one.
I don't have one.
I remember, and again, I still don't know if this is real or not. I have a memory of, we used to have these two little like parakeet things. One was like a blue parrot, kind of, not a parrot, but like a little parakeet, a little tiny, like size of this, a blue one and a green one. And I remember that they died. And my dad was kind of like taking them out of the cage, and like I was very young and was like wrapping them up in kind of like the, paper towel or whatever to kind of like get them out of there. And I was just so young. I'm like, what's going on? Like, what's And my dad was trying to be like, oh, they're just sleeping, and was just kind of taking them away, like they're. And I remember being like, what's going on? Because I had the bird cage in my room and stuff. And I'm like 95% sure that we never had birds. So I think, for years, I was like, oh man, I don't know what happened to those birds, man. And the birds were Bluey and Greenie, which I'm like, I'm pretty sure that was a dream, but it felt real.
Now, have you ever asked your dad whatever happened to Bluey and Greenie?
Yes.
And what did he say?
Said, what are you talking about?
Now that's terrifying.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I don't have anytime I try to think of a memory, I'm like, oh yeah, that definitely happened. I remember that. I remember that night.
I have a memory that it's an inexplicable part of the memory. So I'm like, well, logically it would have been this, but this is how I remember it. I'll tell you that. I was on a road trip and up near Wyoming. We had done a road trip from Kansas to California like after senior year in high school, me and some buddies. And we were driving back the northern route, like through Wyoming. And I think my buddy fell asleep at the wheel. He says that he didn't, but we were all very fatigued. And I was sleeping in the back of he had like a 2-door Honda Accord, and I was sleeping in the back. And I wake up to my head hitting the side of the window and a semi hitting us like this.
Whoa.
Oh my God.
And he says that he was awake and he's like, that semi just hit me. Yeah. But I'm like, I think he dozed and he drifted because the semi, as soon as we got out, he goes, you guys ran right into me. What are you doing? So I'm like, I think my buddy fell asleep at the wheel.
Yeah.
There was another semi that pulled off to help us get the car off the road because he pulled up. Worst idea. He pulled on the left side of the road.
Oh no!
And the car was still sticking out on the highway.
Oh my God!
And a semi saw it. He ran across, and he goes, "Hey, this is how more wrecks happen. We got to get this car off the road."
Yeah.
He helped us push it down like into the ditch a little bit to get it off the road, and he calmed down the other semi driver. That was yelling at us
he spoke
for running.
Truck driver to him. He's like, breaker, calm down, please. And he's like, all right, well, you make good points.
Yeah.
And the most bizarre part is I never remember seeing that guy drive off in that semi truck.
The second guy
who calmed everything down. I never saw him take off. So
whoa.
Was it a touched by an angel moment where, you know what I mean? Because I did not see him take off and I did not see him pull up. He was just there.
My mom loved that show.
I know, right?
Yeah, I mean, that's a fucking memory that you unlocked.
Wow.
Yeah, touched by an angel.
Yeah, he just comes up to the other truck driver. He's like, I understand why you're upset. And the guy's like, yeah, man, I've been driving all night. My hands wet on the wheel. It's the voice in my head that drives my heel.
Oh my God. My mom loved that show and fucking what was that show where she was like a secret agent?
Alias?
Not Alias.
Oh, Alias was big.
Ally McBeal, my mom loved. All those.
Just
But
Shoot
that's
Me.
crazy. It's so funny we're talking about that instead of your story.
That's a crazy thing.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
Have you ever asked your buddies, like, do you remember the second semi guy?
They remember that guy, but like, well, I don't remember him pulling up or taking off. He was just there
He was there, then gone.
and then gone.
How totaled was your buddy's car?
Dude.
I mean, if they had to push it.
So he literally, the axle of the wheel was no longer circular. It was a square.
Whoa.
And
man.
so we go to the mechanic in the middle of nowhere, and this guy is so dumb. He looks at his car and he's like still in denial. He's like, so are we going to be able to like throw a tire on this thing and get back on the road? And the mechanic just looks at him like, you moron.
Yeah.
Your car, like there was literally like indentations from the semi in the doors, like cutting into the doors all the way through the wheel, and it was just like a block instead of a wheel. And then,
Oh my god!
How long were you stuck there for? This seems like this is the beginning of a horror movie.
Yeah.
Where they're like, oh, a car's broken down. Shouldn't take more than a night. You know,
you don't want to go down there.
we got our other buddy to drive a couple of hours. They were a couple hours ahead of us in a different car. They came back, picked us up, and we all crammed into his little Prelude, and we all drove back until.
What do you have? 8 of you in that car? And a Prelude. Prelude is tiny.
What's a Prelude look
Honda
like?
Prelude. It's a very small car.
It's a 2-seater with like kind of 2 seats in the back, but not really.
Not if you have legs.
But like we were all tall guys.
Yeah.
So like it was we put 5 people.
Oh,
my
boy.
God.
We put 5 people in that little car.
You must have been
It was
miserable.
so crammed. So one of the guys, when we made it to Denver, he got a bus ticket home because he's like, I can't. He goes, I can't be in this car anymore.
That's the best when you're just
Jesus
waiting to
Christ.
see who will break first, and then one person's like, I'll just do it. I'll just take the bus, and instantly like, yes, now
Yeah.
I got like,
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to sprawl out.
take
a little
one
bit.
for the team.
just
Pal. I would have been like,
bus.
I will pay for someone to take the bus. You know what I mean?
This
Like,
was all in high school when like nobody has
yeah,
money,
yeah,
so
yeah.
it's such a huge deal. Like I don't know, it's $50.
you guys should have
Yeah.
all given $10 to the kid.
Oh no, for sure. We ended up when our parents heard about the wreck, because we're all like 18 right out of high school. The parents were like, "You guys are getting a hotel. You're not driving anymore tonight. This is dumb."
Yeah.
Yeah.
And did they leave? Well, what happened to that guy's car? He just left it there in Wyoming?
Yeah, it totaled it. It just
It's
Wow.
gone.
it's
just
gone. Yeah, and it was an old car.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
it was
yeah.
like it was barely making it to California anyway.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
Wow, you guys were driving to California?
yeah,
Cool.
yeah,
That's
dude.
fucking cool.
Just
dude.
Kansas kids be like, dude, we gotta see Cali, dude.
Yeah.
And then Jeremiah got out of the car in Santa Monica, looked around at the pier, and went, "I'm gonna live here someday."
yeah. Hey, I think this is gonna be all right.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, the entourage car
Yeah.
slamming into a semi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Semi. I said semi.
Yeah, you talking about bonus? What we talking about here? Semis.
No, I'm slamming my semi into an entourage.
Come
on.
We got time for 1 or 2 more. Eggs and Bacon. Netflix has decided to let you make a biopic of your life. Who are you casting to play you in the movie? You can't play yourself.
Classic.
And what single band or artist do you choose for your soundtrack?
For the soundtrack, huh? Well, okay, here's what's going to happen. my every song, my movie's going to be a musical. Every song is going to be a Eminem song. No, that sounds stupid because his songs are so biological,
Mm-hmm.
Autobiographical.
and so it'd be.
You're such a good friend.
It wouldn't make any sense.
Hey, man, a lot of patience, you know?
Uh-huh.
Here's what it is. Oh, fuck, hold on. You guys
All right,
go.
like,
I can't.
Jeremiah, you go. You don't have to have something right away.
So-
Yes, I do.
You have to have the band, and then also who's going to play you, right? So one band is the whole soundtrack to the film.
Yep.
Yes.
And then who's going to play you in the biopic?
I think that I'm going to choose Steve Winwood for the soundtrack.
Oh, bring me a higher.
Yeah, because that's any peaks in my life,
Yeah.
I listen to that song.
Oh,
That's a great fucking
I
song.
freaking love that song.
It's hard
Oh,
to not
God.
like that song.
Dude, it has everything. It has gospel choir. It has
Gets you
like, it's
going.
like, yeah.
Yeah, I was once really fucking hammered, and I listened to the Whitney Houston version on repeat for like 2 hours.
Yeah.
I was just laying in my bed. Bring me to back. Let's do it again. Keep it on.
Run it back, run it back, run it back.
Run it back.
As far as somebody who would play me,
That's hard. It's
that's
hard
a
to
very hard
self-assess
one
like that.
to step outside since we're
It's
like,
Got to be someone that looks kind of like you, but a little bit better looking.
You know what? Maybe a
hilarious.
Tom
Yeah,
Holland.
that's what they always do.
Yeah.
Maybe a Tom Holland.
Yeah, that could work. That could work.
I
Yeah,
could
give him a
see
little
Tom Holland.
prosthetic on the nose, and then
Yeah.
like, he's set.
Yeah.
I could see more like Paul Dano playing you.
Paul Dano's got
Thank you so much.
He's got a,
Paul Dano's a good-looking guy.
He's got a moon face.
So does Tom Holland. Tom Holland. has
Paul
a
Dano's better
movie.
off playing you than.
Okay, I'll take that. I think Paul Dano is a great actor.
Listen, this isn't a Paul Dano
Look,
slam
I'll
fest. I'm
take
just
it.
saying.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. No, I don't know. What do you think,
mean,
Nicole?
I think that says Jeremiah.
I think Tom Holland is actually spot on.
Thank you
like,
very
much.
in the eyes and stuff.
Well, let's
too.
bring up some Tom Holland then, because I don't believe it. I don't think it's. I think as far as spots
both have
go,
kind
it's
eyes.
way far from the spot than spot on.
Pull up.
No, I think. Look at that.
Yeah,
That's more me.
That me? Am I him?
I think I would be played by Sam Richardson from Detroiters
Yeah.
and Veep.
Yeah, pull up Tom Holland Spider-Man and Jeremiah Watkins Spider-Man.
There you go. Yeah, you've already played
Yeah,
Spider-Man.
I've played
You've done
Spider-Man.
it.
Yeah,
You're in the MCU.
I am in the MCU.
You're- You could show up since they've in the last movie they've
Spider-Verse
made
it
it
up.
clear that it's all there's a bunch of universes and stuff. You are in that universe.
Yeah.
Oh man, look at that.
Wow.
That's
dude.
an old one.
That's an old one. That's
Oh
an
my
old sketch.
god.
Long hair Jeremiah. Are you gonna grow it back out?
No, it's too much maintenance.
It's a lot of maintenance.
It's
And it's
just-
hot.
And also, like, I was auditioning for literally just derpy stoner roles. It was like it was annoying.
Yeah.
But you don't think like Brad Pitt doesn't get those, right? He's got the long hair, you know?
Yeah, but he's good looking in a different way.
Yeah.
Where it like, it supersedes what
His hair is like thick and like like when it makes him look hotter. You know who's the guy who played Dahmer in the most recent TV series? That could be Feeney to play the guy to be Feeney.
I don't know who that actor is.
He's really good. He's also in he was in X-Men. He was in you ever watch
he has
American Horror
blonde hair,
Story?
doesn't he? No.
This guy.
Oh.
Oh, he
Guy's
was
got
also
black
in
eyes.
he was yeah.
That's terrifying.
You don't think you have black eyes?
No, I have
You don't think
Quite
you have
beautiful
shark
hazel
eyes? Beautiful. I mean, look, come on.
Look at these things. Zoom in on the eyelashes.
I think out of all of us, I'm the eye guy. I mean, you can barely see him.
You
but
can't
when
see
you do,
yours.
it's like being in.
If
you
we
know,
clockworked orange you would have good eyes.
no, I have good eyes.
Your
I have
brows are-
shitty fucking lids.
And brows, they're pushing down so hard.
Yeah, but when you see my eyes, they're
You
beautiful.
go, oh, he has eyes.
It's like in Aladdin when the giant tiger comes up. You know what I mean?
No, I
Yeah, that guy from and he was also in that Kate Winslet show,
don't think
the mayor of
that guy at
Easton.
all. Oh yeah, I remember him in that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
that
was
guy
great in
couldn't
that.
look anything less like me.
No, but it's not supposed to look just like you. It's
It's gotta
supposed to look like a little bit better
A version
looking
of
than
you. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't think that guy's a much better looking version of me.
So who do you think?
We
We see you more than you see you.
This is true. Jeremiah, did you see any correlation here? Nicole?
No, I don't see it.
Not at all.
Nicole?
Someone say it's spot off.
I think he's just saying that because Evan Peters plays a lot of psycho characters.
Yes,
Right.
I think
that's true.
why he's
That's
saying
fine.
that.
That's true. Now, spot off though is
Spot-
we're gonna have to go back to that because
As everyone agrees, it's nothing like it. Now,
all right, Nicole, who do you think Feeney could be played by?
I don't know. I feel like he has to be somebody almost like, this is going to be a weird thing to say, but like Jack Sparrow-y and like his hand motions and that kind
I'm
of
very
thing.
expressive.
So
Oh,
someone who's,
you know-
expressive like that. Yeah.
Who's the guy from like all those Judd Apatow movies and he was the lead and she's just not that into you? Jay something? Jay
He's monotone.
Jay Baruchel. Yeah.
Yeah. That could
But
be
he's
Feeney.
He's not it's the opposite of what that's spot off from what she's saying. He's literally just like
No, it's
the
not,
guy from Silicon Valley.
It's not spot
hey.
off.
No, that's a different guy.
That's a different guy.
Oh, who am I talking?
Jay
Who am I-
Baruchel.
Jay Baruchel. He's like, I don't know. I just yeah.
Now I don't know him good enough to know if that impression is spot on or spot off.
It's spot middle. It's been a while since I've done that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know the impression's not
Yeah,
great when
Jay
you just
Baruchel.
say the name of the person
Jay
you're doing.
Baruchel.
Jay Baruchel.
But sometimes I think an impression is good if you say the name. Like,
No, I hate it when people do it.
I'm Patrick Stewart.
Now,
That guy.
that guy? All right. All right. I guess.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
There's literally a picture
Guess I
of you
was
in a gray
Wondering
suit.
if you maybe live with me or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think he has high enough energy.
Yeah.
But now the band though, the soundtrack.
Oh, yeah. Rage Against the Machine. That'd be
For
pretty
me,
cool.
no, I think I would like to
Little-
have like one of those bands that like did you ever like make movie playlists?
What do you mean?
Like, do you ever put in like I have a playlist of songs that I want to use in like movies or TV shows in the future.
Okay.
Like things that I create that I'm like, oh, this
So-
song would be great in a movie.
The band would be Feeney's movie playlist on Spotify.
Well, no, I mean it's like I would like it to maybe it'd be like it depends on the movie, but maybe something like we could do a little what
Could you type in Brett Kelly? Brett Kelly, Bad Santa.
Oh, is that who I would be? The kid from Bad Santa?
I can't wait.
That's hilarious.
Dude, it's so good. It's so good.
Oh my
Oh,
So good, dude.
That's great.
Spot on.
Holy crap.
Dude. Yes.
That's incredible. Same eyes.
Yeah,
Same
dude.
head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same fingers. That is crazy.
Fingers.
Yeah. Same off-center tie if he had to wear one. That is absolutely.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. I finally was like, who the F is this?
Wow. My God.
Well, we did it, folks.
That's the show, everybody. We're not doing anything after
Jeremiah,
this.
thank you for stopping by, man.
Jeremiah Watkins.
Of course. Thank you so much for having
buddy.
me.
Go follow Jeremiah and support him. God damn it. If you live in LA, go see his shows, stand up on the spot, and see him on the
Yeah.
road. He's goddamn hilarious. He's like a brother to us. He's our West Coast brother.
Oh,
Good
dude,
to
you guys
see
are
you,
my
pal.
East Coast brothers. And
Yeah.
have you ever played Richmond, Virginia? Have you ever played?
No, but I
have, yeah.
actually would love to because I now have family there who just moved there.
Okay, well, I'll let you know. I'm doing it for the first time beginning of December.
Which one? The Sandman thing? Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what that is.
I'll let you know. I literally, just found out. So, yeah.
Sweet.
Yep.
All right, everybody. Thanks so much. Get on the Patreon. Tell some friends. See you next week. Here's the Scenario is Mike Feeney, Mike Cannon, and Brendan Sagalow. Executive producers Robert Kelly and Matt Kleinschmidt for the Laugh Button Podcasts. For more information about the show, visit here'sthescenario.com.
The scenario.